Presenting the HyperX SoloCast USB condenser microphone, which I bought off of Amazon. Initially out of the box, you'll find the SoloCast microphone itself, the mic stand, which can be rotated 45 degrees and 90 degrees horizontally, either to the left or right, and also tilted up and down vertically, so it's faced or aligned more to the speaker if you're speaking into a mic, or whatever you're recording the audio of, so whatever your sound source is. There's a USB cable included, so where the Type-C end is placed into the back of the microphone, like you can see here, and the USB Type-A end, which is plugged into a compatible device, which in my case is my laptop. And there's a quick start guide which lists and contains a lot of the information which I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. One of the advertised features, so the key features, is that it's plug and play, so no setup required. Pretty much right out of the box you can plug it in with the USB that it comes with, USB cable that it comes with. You can plug it in, and yeah, after it installs the necessary drivers to run it, then it can be used immediately. So no software installation is required, although there is software available, which I'll touch on in a moment. It's got a tap to mute sensor right on top of the microphone. So it's handy and convenient for instances, so like say a meeting, if you're in a meeting, if you want to use this for meetings, or even if you're streaming, if you want to mute yourself for whatever reason, you can quickly just tap the top. And that mutes it. And you may have noticed that there's a red light that shows, a red solid light that shows that it's active. And when it's muted, that LED status basically changes, is off. So, but I know from I think previous firmwares that it would, when it's in the muted state, it would blink on and off red. But now it's simply, with the latest firmware update, is just off. So yeah. Yep. Oh. Yeah, so it's not a button, but it's just literally a touch sensor. You just simply tap, and then yeah, so that's a pretty nice feature. Then it also has a cardioid polar pattern. So what this means is that it picks up sound, so it captures sound best directly from the front of the mic. So if you were to see this on a graph, so cardioid, I believe it comes from like a Greek word that has Greek roots, and it basically means like it's got a heart shape or heart form. So if you were to see this on a graph, it basically means that in the middle of the graph, the area that it creates is like a heart-shaped area on the graph. So in that area, basically that's where sound is best captured. So all that to say, if you're going to be recording yourself or recording a sound source with this mic, it's best to have it positioned forward facing towards you or whatever you're choosing to record. At the bottom of the mic, it also has 3/8 of an inch and 5/8 of an inch threading, which is quite a versatile dimension because it can be used with a lot of different types of mic stands and boom arms, because of that's a common dimension that's used. Also, the mic comes with NGenuity software, which you can download by going into the Microsoft Store, I believe. So if you go here and you type in Microsoft Store and then you search in HyperX NGenuity, you should be able to download it from there. And then once you've downloaded it, this is what it looks like. So if you have any HyperX products, it will list them here on the side. And so it shows, if you click in the microphone option here, it will then show a picture of the HyperX SoloCast, and down here you can see that it's capturing my voice. So, and it's just showing audio level indicator of the volumes there, and I can adjust the volume settings here, and then I can also manually mute the mic. And yeah, so yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. And then down here you have Windows Sound Devices, a link, so you can click into that and then it will take you to the sound devices area. Then you can play around with the properties and other volume settings. And then if you had other products from the HyperX line, so something like the Quadcast or the Quadcast S, you could play around with the light features here. So you can set certain colors, and look, it even says up here light sync is cooler when you have more than one compatible device connected. And then you can also set different effects, so whether it's solid light, breathing light, or in a cycle. And then if you go up here on the right, you can see presets, so you can set certain presets, and then you can add presets, and then you can duplicate and export whatever you choose to do. You can do that here, and then you can also adjust the brightness levels here. So that's different things you can do with products like the HyperX Quadcast and the Quadcast S. And so if you then go to the bottom left, you can see settings. And since the SoloCast is quite limited in terms of what you can customize within this software, but if not for anything else, you can install it so that it can get the latest firmware updates. So if you look in this, under this connected hardware section, you can see that it says connect the microphone, the SoloCast is connected, and it also says the firmware update here. And then you can check this on the NGenuity website for the SoloCast, and you can see that this is the latest firmware update. So it will occasionally update your SoloCast just to make sure it's giving it the latest quality of life fixes and other stuff. So yeah, I would recommend installing this just for that alone. So I know with this latest firmware update, I think it's just changed the LED status. So when the mic is muted, instead of it blinking red on again, off again, it now is just off. So the red light doesn't show whilst it's muted. And then the other feature I believe was that you can now select a bit depth of 24-bit and a sampling rate of 96 kilohertz, which just allows for a more studio quality sound and more high resolution sound option when you're recording like I am right now. And yeah, so all in all, I would recommend installing this just for those firmware updates. It's compatible with multiple devices, be it PC, Mac, and gaming consoles like PS4 and PS5. Although I'm unsure whether it works with Xbox Series X or Series S consoles, and I'm not sure whether it even works with Nintendo Switch. So if you're looking to buy a microphone for gaming consoles, I would advise that you research around a bit to find which ones are compatible with which console. It also comes with multiple color, well, 2 color options, so literally multiple. So it comes with white and black. So black, which you can see up here, and white. So I like the style of the black one, so which is why I went with this one. Looks quite stylish and something you would see in a studio, or at least a home studio. And I like the design of it. It's quite sleek, it's quite compact, and it's got like a capsule or a pill-like design, all for the relatively inexpensive price of $49.99. So £50 rounding up. When they're compared to other microphones in this category of USB condenser microphones, it's great quality for the price. This mic can be used for a range of different scenarios, be it content creation, podcasting, streaming, MS Teams or Zoom meetings, voiceover work, recording vocals, and possibly even recording instruments. Though don't quote me on that last one though, because I'm not too sure, and there's probably better equipment out there for that purpose, but there's something to keep in mind. And on that point of streaming, I know a lot of HyperX mics, and this one in particular, the SoloCast, has been certified by Discord and TeamSpeak, and works on a lot of major online gaming streaming platforms like Streamlabs OBS, OBS Studio, and XSplit. Overall, I believe this is a fantastic mic, especially for the price paid, and it meets my needs as a content creator for anyone who watches my videos, and it might even potentially see use when gaming. So when I'm gaming, and use it, who knows, with Discord or Steam or whatever else. Although it's a bit sensitive, so it's slightly sensitive, meaning it picks up background noises. So say if you're like typing on your keyboard, or you clicking away on your mouse, or even if you accidentally bump into your desk, or just make contact with your desk, it kind of picks that up. And especially if you're to have the mic on the mic stand that it comes with, so if it's just sitting on your desk, it will definitely pick up those noises more. But even on a boom arm and with the external shock mount, it will still pick up these sounds. So it can be mitigated against, and that leads into my next point, by buying additional peripherals like the boom arm and external shock mount. And so yeah, this I got as a kit from Amazon as well, so link in the description below. And there's also additional, so there's extra accessories that you can buy that can help eliminate, or at least reduce, or not eliminate, but reduce unwanted noises. So things like foam cover, pop filter, which is also included in the kit, and a wind muff. So all those things, depending on how you use the mic, whether you're using it outdoors or whether you're using it for a more quiet setting like this, like home recording, you can use these things depending on your need. And that's all for the video. That concludes it. If you like this review, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts and own experiences of the HyperX SoloCast. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, peace.